Hello, you beautiful people. It's me. I know it's been so long, hasn't it? It's been about 2 weeks since I've did a Star Atlas video, but rest assured, I'm a little bit back on the horse now, right? I actually was writing a literature review for recovery, which is my profession as a nurse. So I finished that literature review now. It's part of my master's. I have 2 large deliverables left. So I'm taking a break from all of that. I've submitted that. Now I can come back to Star Atlas and see what the hell is happening with Star Atlas. And guys, I'm not going to lie. There's some stuff that happened I didn't know. I had to watch the brew to get updated to see what the hell was happening. There's golden tickets now, and there's like the star base that's going to be launching soon, and the crafting and the resource extraction, and oh my god, there's a whole bunch of stuff. But before that, let's take it a step forward. Let's take it a step one at a time, and let's actually look at what's the recent updates in Star Atlas, because this is a way for me as well to keep updated on Star Atlas. All right, so let's get started here. Let's go to our first thing that we're going to be looking at. Let me delete that. We have some skins that the team is currently working on. Now, you would have gotten this skin a long time ago if you had some badges, right? Some rewards from staking your badges. We had the red, blue, and the yellow X4 skins. Now, they are actually being done in UE5 right now, and this is a work in progress on what they look like. There's quite a few of them. They look really nice, to be honest. I think, yeah, there you go. Someone has it in their collectibles. So it's pretty good. The Sun Tiger, the red X IV, and the blue Tigu. So that's pretty good. I like that they're still working on the stuff that they delivered a while ago, but they still need to deliver on top of it. Now, one thing that has actually come out from, remember Rec? How we, not Rec, sorry, Sage, we ended up being like 9% of all Solana transactions in one go, right? At certain points in time. And that's kind of actually taken a whole bunch of wallets by storm. So Phantom now has actually introduced the automatic approval function on the wallet. The same thing that you had to go to Solflare and do a burner wallet for, right? And do automatic approvals. Now you can do it in Phantom, for God's sake. Let's watch their video, shall we? Let's look at it. So you can do it for all chains, Solana, Ethereum, and even Matic. And look, it just purchases something right away for you. And what I love is, look at that. They put Star Atlas in their little promo video. So I love that. People are taking note, right? So that's Phantom. There was another wallet that also came out and said, yes, you can tag Star Atlas as well. I think it was Solflare, and they actually brought it out. So this is really good because think about it. Every time you're working with your Star Atlas assets, you will need to approve transactions, right? And it's always a hassle. You had to go to the Solflare wallet. Now you can still use your Phantom wallet. So that's pretty good, right? They're trying to keep us happy. That's really good. I like that. Now, let's look at the brew schedule. This is the one I missed, the Star Atlas brew number 73. It always happens at a really terrible time for me. It's like 3 a.m. for God's sake. So I have to always listen back and, 73 as well as the 74. The 73 is when they announced the pivot in direction. And as well as cutting a whole bunch of staff in Star Atlas down to like 50 something. I forget what it was, but yeah, anyway, I hadn't covered that. I hadn't discussed that before, right? Just very quickly on that. I had always thought Star Atlas is a startup. A startup should not have 200 people working for it. Like, that's Michael and the team. That's their vision of what they want to do. And that's how they went through that kind of process. But from me, my point of view, like, dudes, you're a startup. You shouldn't have 200 people working for you. You should have 40 to 50, right? A very lean team with set deliverables and not an increase in scope. That's going to take forever and more NFTs and more funding. And all of a sudden, you don't have any more funding, which is where Star Atlas is at the moment. So luckily, they said they secured 18 months more funding because of this reduction in staff. But obviously, this means that the Sage UE5 components of Star Atlas is going to be severely reduced. They're still going to be working on it, but it's severely reduced for now. So I don't know specifically which companies they got rid of. But in regards to Sage, that is still going. And the DAO is slightly on hold a little bit. It takes more time there. Comic is still going. So a few of the deliverables are still on point. And I think the way that I got that information was how it came across to me was that the teams have done all the work up to like 80%, right? And so they're happy to cut them now and have the leftover team complete that last 20% of that project, or like the course, right? And so they're thinking it is achievable for them now with just the 40 to 50 people. So yeah, that was just my small thought on the funding thing that they discussed last time. Now, in regards to the Sage Labs with Head of Economy, Chris, that was a really, really good, insightful brew. I would recommend everyone actually go and watch it. I watched it very briefly. I had to do something at the same time because I was writing my damn paper. But luckily, I've got a content creator here for us that we can look at. So I've done this guy before. We don't talk very often, actually. I'm not sure if you're in the content creator channel in Discord. Maybe we should get in contact and at least chat a bit more. I love it when you have your kid on the show, man. Really like it. But anyway, we'll come to that later because he covered it really well, and I'm not going to do a whole bunch of new content for you, so I'd just rather feature his content with your permission, man. Hopefully that's okay. We'll come to that later. But for now, yeah, please go ahead and watch that. I'll probably leave that in the link for you down below. Now, a reminder, don't forget to go to Zeely and do some of the quests that are still outstanding. There was that brew. Every brew, they do try and give you a quest. I think the last one has actually gone now. The password was 25426 or something like that. So that's if you want to keep on track with Zeely, right? I still have to do my artificial intelligence stuff with the drink and the bounty bar. Now, one thing I did want to really touch on was some of the gorgeous pictures that are coming out. So I'm going to take away my face here. We're going to look at some really gorgeous pictures from Star Atlas before we go to the brew and the golden tickets and the gambling and the crafting and all that sort of stuff. First, let's look at some really gorgeous pictures that people are going to be voting on very soon. So let's take away my face. There we go. So we have here, we have a nice picture. I forget who these ones are by. I'm sorry. Some of these are just new pictures into the photograph competition. So this one I saw before. I forget. I covered it last time, but I forget. That looks pretty cool, right? I think this is what people are voting for the most. And then we have number 2 with an arc as well, and what looks to be like an X6 shooting at an arc, and a few other ships flying by with the sun in the background there. It just looks gorgeous, doesn't it? And now the third picture. Now this is a couple of people in the showroom actually having a whole bunch of fun. Like, look at that. They're doing like an Optimus Prime or lots of Bombarellas put together, and it just looks bloody gorgeous, doesn't it? It just looks amazing. I can't believe people put it all together. That's cool, man. Look at that. Look at that. And then the last one. This is epic. This is what I thought actually would be the coolest and would be what people would be voting for the most. It's like a giant mecha attacking like the city, and people are like just scrambling because there's an alien attacking the city. And what I do love is someone's actually in this one right here, shooting from the arc into the town. And you can see like there's a mass effect of jets going after him, like the aliens are attacking. I love this. I love this picture. This is the one I voted for. This was great. I don't know who made it. Well done, man. Well done. And lastly, let's look at some patch notes for V2, which actually just came out today, like literally right now. So let's cover it. I haven't even read it myself, so let's see what's new. Because apologies, guys, I've been busy. I haven't been able to do everything I want to. Let's take away my face again. Let's go in on here. So, patch notes of ship configs version 2. We just implemented our patch to ship configs. Read on to learn more about the highlights of the patch. So, patch notes. Implemented various fixes to ensure consistent adherence to V2 rule sets outlined in the Star Atlas lore wiki. I think some of this was even like the lobby, because the lobby wasn't compliant with the old V2 config, so I think they might have fixed that. Adjusted crew, components, and mods across all ships to ensure consistent ordering. Updated the ship dimensions to match latest work done in Unreal Engine 5. Gave the F4 and X4 a cargo module to be more consistent with their description. Implemented other minor module tweaks. Adjusted the Guardian, Ballad, T1, and Thimble BIOS tank ship weapons. Adjusted some slower ships to be given turrets in lieu of fixed weapons. Awesome, I wonder which ones those are. Adjusted the bombers to be more consistent in their bomb bay packages, but have reduced fixed weapons. Ooh, I don't know if people are going to be happy about that. People were hesitant about the bombers in the first place. Now they have reduced fixed weapons. Jeez. Added utility rigs to several ships that were missing them. What's a utility rig? What's a utility rig? I don't know what that is. Added janitors and other crew members that were missing from several ships. Cool. Made minor adjustments to the Opal Jet, Jet, Mamba, and X5 descriptions. Cool, we knew that. Some of them were off a little bit. Adjusted the drone ports across all ships to be correct total class and quantity. Added stealth to the MFG bonus table for Visus. Nice. Adjusted the OPOD and the Armboy to no longer sport undersized heat sinks. Oh, so they've made a few changes in the ships, right? I don't think this drastically changes the value of them, just like 1 or 2, 5% changes. So nothing crazy, and some of them are even additions. But the, for example, the bombers, they took away some fixtures, so people may not be happy with that. All right, now let's look at the news of the week for Star Atlas, right? Which is all about the golden ticket. Now, I don't want to steal this guy's content. He does great content. He needs more subscribers. He needs more views. So let's do something. I'm going to link his video in the description. I'm going to watch it very briefly with you, and let's see what the golden ticket's all about. I listened to the thing as well, very briefly though. I didn't catch all of it. I know, this is my understanding so far. All of the crafting stuff that we're going to be going to find, and as well as craft, we will be able to enter into a raffle, a weekly drawn raffle. Weekly or daily? A weekly drawn raffle, and with a golden ticket. Everyone else enters with a golden ticket in that week, and they win up to 150k in prizes, or VWAP of prizes, right? Which means ships, right? Maybe claim stakes. I don't know if they just said ships only. But yeah, so the idea is that they want, there's a whole bunch of different factors here, right? So they are going to be introducing resources. But right now, there's not a good use for the resources. So instead of having just everyone hoard it and the price tanking, they want to give people the ability to craft these golden tickets using their resources, right? Using your crew, your time, as well as the resources themselves. So you're going to craft these golden tickets, you put it into a raffle, and then you may win something, right? You may win an item, a pool of items. Now, the thing is, for me, it's like gambling. It's gambling, right? They made a reference to Money Heist, which is like a Solana-based game. For me, I'm like, nah, man, come on. I just want to play a game. I don't want to gamble. I don't want to do all the little math behind it to see is it worth it, is it not worth it. I just want a good game to play, guys. Like, no, I don't want to spend all my time crafting to craft a golden ticket and then end up entering into a raffle where I probably have no chance of actually winning something. But I mean, yeah, it's a raffle. You never know. And at some point, you know, some guilds may hoard all their tickets and only enter one raffle to make sure they win everything in that pool. Shenanigans, right? All shenanigans, all gambling, all speculation. I just want a nice game to play, right? That's my opinion, guys. You know me, I don't do bullshit, okay? I don't do any of that sort of stuff. So, let's watch this video.
What is up, captains and cadets? Today we're doing part 2 of the epic Atlas brew from this week, and we're gonna talk all about golden tickets.
I love his energy. You gotta love his energy. Beyond the horizon. I love this. I love this.
I've got a golden ticket. I've got a golden twinkle in my eye.
Hey, don't you want to buy that toy?
I don't need the toy. I found something better. 'Cause I got a golden ticket. I got a golden chance to make my way.
Yep, our pumped up Pepsi-filled pumpkin about to pop. CEO Michael Wagner was so excited about
Man, this guy, everyone needs to subscribe to this guy. He's funny. He's making really good content, right? I can't cover the market all the time, and he has a good pulse on it. So I'm actually gonna put his channel in my my description at all times. It's gonna be staying there now. Mate, thank you very much for keeping an eye on the market. I wouldn't have actually understood what the hell was happening unless I watched your video. So thank you very much for keeping updated, man.
Star Atlas golden tickets. He just kept on bringing back the conversation to the prizes and to what the tickets were all about. So let's check out the first.
Well, he has to, right? They're introducing a whole bunch of inflationary tokens.
Another alternative option in the redemption pool is something called golden tickets. The way a golden ticket works is players can redeem for golden tickets. You can redeem for ships. You can redeem for whatever you have in that redemption pool. You can also, in that redemption pool, is a golden ticket. A golden ticket is kind of cool. Its recipe consists of every single crafted asset in the game. I think there are like 18 of them. So there's a very wide recipe required to create a golden ticket, including SDUs. A golden ticket is essentially a raffle ticket, and that goes towards a raffle that we're going to do every single week. The loot that we've set aside for each of these weekly drawings for the golden tickets is $150,000 of Star Atlas products. You can craft.
So that's going to be 150k of VWAP worth ships or items of Star Atlas per week, okay? And I think it all adds up to like 15 weeks, or no, 10 weeks of like 1.5 million, right? VWAP, okay? Not secondary market price, VWAP, right?
A golden ticket in Sage. How much is the first golden
Pepe,
ticket
go
worth
away.
when somebody crafts it? Let's assume there's no other golden tickets, and you're able to craft one golden
Sorry,
ticket.
Pepe.
You're the only person who's got a golden ticket. You're the only one who actually goes into the raffle at the end of the month. Well, your golden ticket is worth $150,000. What about the second one, the third one, the fourth one, and so on? The value of these golden tickets is is exceptionally high, especially early on. Now, as people are able to craft more and more of these tickets, the value of the additional ticket, the marginal value of a ticket, is going down. But I can assure you, the value of a golden ticket, so if you put an hour of your time towards golden tickets and an hour of your time towards the like redeemed ships or redeemed CSS plots, etc., you're almost always going to have a higher return in expectation for the golden tickets. Now, why did I say in expectation? Because it's a raffle. So there's a super high payoff, but there's a huge variance. So there's a
Yeah, basically what I hear is, hey, you're going to be speculating and you're going to be gambling with your time and all of the stuff that you're going to be mining for. That's what I'm hearing, just being honest, right? So for me, you're going to have to choose between your ships being in score, for example, your ships doing something productive, versus taking them out of there and putting them into the mining sector to go and mine some stuff, for you to craft some stuff with your crew, for you to then go and get a raffle ticket, for you to then maybe get a prize at the end of it. That's it. Maybe get a prize at the end of it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. You do is a very, very, very low chance, right? Because it's a raffle, because everyone else is going to be doing it at the same time, right? Yes, the prize at the end is probably really good, like what, 150k pool worth of stuff, but hey, you might walk away with a Thimble air bike, which is like $1, right? For all of the hours of time and the amount of resources you lost by moving your ships out of score, for example. Yeah, that's gambling, right? Your golden ticket. It's like Willy Wonka, exactly like this, right? I won't keep going for this. I don't want to, and I'm not saying like, it's not like, I like that the team is actually doing something like this, sure, because there are lots of market participants out there, and some people may want to use their 1 hour to go and buy a golden ticket, and hey, maybe they might win a capital class ship or something. But for me, no, I would rather hold those resources for a future date when I know I'm definitely going to be needing them for something like to craft a new ship myself, when I know where the expectation of return is actually a bit more solid, right? So I'm not discouraging anyone for going into the golden raffle and doing something. If it's fun for you, that's fine. And hey, I may even change my tune if it actually gets super fun for me, okay? If it's super fun for me to spend an hour, go get some resources, go and craft, and then get a nice golden ticket where the NFT looks cool and it revolves and everything, and you know all the NFTs are numbers and you can trade the NFTs on the marketplace, then hey, maybe I might actually consider it. Okay, let's keep watching just very briefly, and then we'll stop in 3 minutes.
So you know, it's like the classic: would you rather have $100 right now or a 1% chance at $1 million? You look at those two things and you say, well, you know, the $100 is worth less in expectation than a 1% chance at $1 million, and $100 is a tenth of that. But you know that you only have a 1% chance at it. It's a high expected payoff, but it's not very consistent. It's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
So players have to make the excruciating decision of going with a risky but super high value route to production to finish off their production loop, or a relatively lower value process to convert for a ship. But that lower value is consistent. It's guaranteed. So do you want $1, 100%, or do you want $1,000 with 1%? That's kind of the very, very cool final, final
exactly.
gameplay mechanic / economic loop that we've incorporated.
Exactly. So it really takes into account like what type of player and what type of person you are. He said it very well, right? Do you want a 100% guarantee of $1, or do you want a 1% guarantee of $100? That's what he's saying, right? You got to make that decision yourself, mate. I can't help you. I know which one I am. Which one are you?
It's a fantastic way to finish off this loop, and you know, it really goes to show just how Michael.
All right.
That are included in the raffle, increasing your probability of getting selected. This is not a single item per raffle. We will have a sizable loot pool that will consist of capital ships, periodically a commander ship, and then a bunch of assets that are lower VWAP. And so I don't know where we're going to land specifically on the numbers, and it will change week to week. But you could see 100 of these golden tickets getting selected in any given week, and that might mean that you win an air bike, or it might mean that you win the commander ship. Two other points here is one, the golden tickets are also going to be tradable on the market.
Yeah, so either way, like, it's pretty cool that we're still doing something like this. I see it as like they're introducing just a whole bunch of tokens and craftable resources in there. They got to go somewhere, right? You're introducing something, there's a supply. Where is the demand? Where is it going to go? Okay, otherwise it's not worth anything. Okay, And they have to do this now because the game doesn't exist yet, right? Sure, we can argue about that, but at the moment, there is no game for us to play where I can go and craft my resources and, go and burn it somewhere else by fighting someone and losing my ship. That doesn't exist yet. But the resources are here now. So what are you going to do with the resources, right? They have to go somewhere, go into a golden ticket. Good. Okay, that's fine. That's the team solution to it. Super happy with that. Let's go with it. I'm happy. I'm waiting to play this golden ticket game, see how it goes. Maybe I might win an air bike. Maybe I might win another arc. We'll see. And that's it, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for listening to my rambling. I am going to try and keep on top of Star Atlas from now. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for being with me this whole time. I expect this channel to get even less views now because I don't cover Star Atlas as often, but I'm not going anywhere, guys. I'm still around. I'm going to leave you and love you. Thank you very much, my friends.